Hello and welcome to our video on constructing a scatter plot using your CAS. We are going to use this same table of values that we used when we were drawing it by hand, so we can compare our CAS graph to our by hand graph. First thing you need to do on your menu on your calculator is go to the Statistics app, and once you've got there, find a spare column. I'm going to use this one. And you can name your first column test. I might just call it test. And I'll call my second column homework. And you just need to copy these test scores. So they're going across. They will go down this time. 61, 95. And they're all filled in there. It's a good idea to count how many you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I've only got 9 there, so I have missed something. So I'm going to go back and check where I've made an error. Found the error. It was just the 10th one was missing. It's also worth scanning your eyes down the column. We know that they're all fairly high numbers and they're all 2-digit numbers. So have a quick scan down here and make sure you haven't accidentally typed in a 3-digit number or a 1-digit number, because it will change your graph. Now you need to copy these data values into the second column. So I'll start with 35, 50. Again, when you've finished, cast your eyes down. We've got a couple of single digits here, but they were single digits in the original, so they kind of stand out. No triple digits. Numbers seem to look like they are the numbers that they should be. And also check that you've got the same number in both columns. Once you've got your 2 columns of data entered, you want to click on the Set Graph icon, which is here. And the type is scatter. The top there, the X list. Now this is where it's important to be able to understand this. You can't just let the calculator do it for you. X list is going to be what you put on the X axis, which is the explanatory variable. So in this one it's the test scores, so I need to look down here for test. The Y list is the Y value, which is homework in this example. Frequency is 1. I'll leave it on square. This is the little dot that it draws. It's whether it draws a square, or if you have a lot of data and it's hard to see in between different squares, you can make it a dot and it makes it a bit smaller so you can see the different data points. Once you have set this, click Set. And when you now need to see the graph, so you need to click Draw Graph button. And our blue box is around the bottom section. With that happening, you can click Resize and you get a full graph there, and you can compare that graph to our graph that we drew by hand, or the one that you may have drawn in your book. And this can be a quick and easy way to check the accuracy of your own graph. You can see these two are really close together. If you wanted to be able to see the difference between those 2 points, you could go back and change that square section to dot instead of square. If you wanted to check the value of one of these points, you can just hold your stylus on the point and it will give you an approximate. You need to click it and hold it, and it shows you down the bottom of the screen. I'll move my mouse to show you where it is, down here. So when I click and hold on a point, comes up with the approximate X and the Y value. It is approximate and it's going to move around when you move your mouse or your stylus a little bit, but you can at least tell which point and whether it's this point, which is the one it should relate to, or whether that point's off a bit, or maybe your graph is off a bit. You haven't put the point in the right spot. If you want to look at exactly where the points are, click on this XY button, and then you get a cursor that you can move around with your arrow keys. So it's starting out, you can see down here the X value is exactly 61 and the Y value is 35. Click left. And you get the one where the cursor is, and you can click through and reach all of the data points, reading the off of the X value and the Y value from the bottom there. Thanks for watching the video.